Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus which is quadrilaterals, and in previous class we take and discuss so many important result related to quadrilateral, and we also discuss about the various types of quadrilateral like rectangle, rhombus, square, trapezium, kite, etc. And in previous class we take and discuss a very important angle sum property of the quadrilaterals, and we take and solve some important questions based on these properties. Now, dear students, in that class we discuss about the some important properties related to parallelogram. In previous class we already discussed about parallelogram ki a parallelogram is a special types of a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel as well as equal. Okay, and we now in that class we take some important theorem related to parallelogram and proving them, which is very important theorem of your NCERT exercise book. So let's see some important theorem based on parallelogram. So the first theorem is prove that a diagonal of a parallelogram. Prove that a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles into two congruent triangles. Now let's see. This is a very important theorem of your NCERT exercise. What we have to show that, dear students, we have to show that prove that a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. So dear student, first of all we draw a parallelogram. Let's see. A, B, C, D. So first of all, we also discuss about a concept regarding to theorem. First of all, in any types of theorem, first of all we write given, then we write to prove, then we write construction if any, then we write proof. This is the sequence to proving any theorem. So first of all we write given. In given we write, generally we have A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Given A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Now then write to prove, and we have to show that the diagonal of a parallelogram. So what is diagonal? Diagonal is a line segment joining any two opposite vertices of a parallelogram. Now we just join AC. This is a diagonal, and to prove we have to show that the diagonal of a parallelogram divide it into two congruent triangles. Mean we have to show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC. We have to show that this the diagonals of a diagonal of a parallelogram divide it into two congruent triangle. Okay, we have to show that. Now construction, what I do for in construction, was we just join AC. This is the construction, join AC. This is the construction, dear friends. Now we have to show it. Now we write proof. This is the proper sequence to proving any theorem. Okay, now look what I do. So first of all, in triangle ABC, now in triangle ABC and triangle ADC, we have what we have. Let's see. This one's AB parallel to DC, no, and AC as a transversal. So this angle is equal to this one, okay, because of you know that now, and this angle is equal to this one because of this parallel to this and AC as a transversal. So angle, what, which angle? DAC, angle DAC is equal to angle what? DAC is equal to BCA, angle BCA, because of since AB parallel to CD and AC as a transversal, AC as a transversal, then you know that alternate interior angles are equal to each other, and AC is equal to AC, this is common side, AC is equal to AC, this is what, common, and that angle BAC, angle BAC is same as angle DCA, angle DCA, this is DCA, okay, this angle is equal to this one. Now since these are also the alternate interior angles, pair of alternate interior angles, so in this way in both the triangles we have angle DCA is equal to angle BCA, AC is equal to AC, this is common side, and angle BAC is equal to angle DCA. Thus by angle side angle, thus by angle side angle congruence rule, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC, hence proved. Okay, so dear student, this is the method to proving that type of theorem. So please dear student, do more and more practices of that type of theorems. After that you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise. This is very important theorem, so please just do more and more practices. Now we take and solve some other important theorem related of your NCERT book. Let's see. Now this is very important theorem, dear students, of your NCERT exercise, and the theorem is prove that the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. This is a very important theorem of your NCERT book. Now you know that first of all we draw a parallelogram. Let's see. First of all we draw parallelogram A, B, C, D. So first of all we write given. In given we just only write A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. ABCD is a what? Parallelogram. Okay. To prove what we prove, we have to show that opposite angles of a opposite angle means AC is equal to A is equal to angle A is equal to angle C, and angle B is equal to angle D. These are the opposite angles. Okay. We have to show that angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. These are the opposite angles, and we have to show that key opposite angles are equal to each other. Okay, now we know any construction in that figure, so we don't write the construction, we just write proof. Since from figure AB parallel to CD, okay, AB parallel to CD and AD as a transversal and AD as a transversal, that is angle A plus angle D. Sum of these are the pair of consecutive interior angle, co-interior angle, and you know that the co-interior angle are supplementary to each other. That is angle A plus angle D is equal to 180. Take equation 1. These are the co-interior angles, and you know that the co-interior angles are supplementary to each other. Now again from figure AD parallel to BC, AD parallel to BC and CD as a transversal and CD as a transversal, that is CD as a transversal, no? Then angle C plus angle D, these are also the pair of co-interior angle, that is angle C plus angle D is equal to 180. These are the co-interior angles. Take equation number 2. Now using equation 1 and 2 we get, let's see. Now using equation 1 and 2 we get what? Both are equal to 180. So we write as just angle A plus angle D is equal to angle C plus angle D. Now angle D is what? Cancel to each other. So we have what? Angle A is equal to angle C. Thus in this way we have to show that angle A is equal to angle C. Similarly we have to show that similarly we can prove angle B is equal to angle D. Angle B is hence proved. Thus in this way, dear students, we can say that the opposite angles of a parallelogram parallelograms are equal to each other. This is the very important result and theorem related to parallelogram. So please, dear students, this is very important. So please do more and more practices of that type of theorems. After that, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic parallelogram. Okay, now we take one more time, we discuss. So we have to show that the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So first of all, we take AB parallel to CD. We just form ABCD is a parallelogram and we take AB parallel to CD and AD as a transversal because of that the opposite sides of a parallelogram parallel to each other, and these are the transversal. Then angle A and angle D forms a co-interior angle. These are from the co-interior angles, and co-interior angles are supplementary to each other. You know that very well. So by that concept we can write angle A plus angle D is 180. Similarly, if we take AD parallel to BC and CD as a transversal, then angle C plus angle D is also equal to 180 because of these are also the pair of co-interior angle. Now, so these are supplementary. So using 1 and 2, when angle D cancel to each other, so we get angle A is equal to angle C. Similarly, we have to show that angle B is equal to angle D. Hence, proved. We can say that the opposite angles of a parallelograms are equal. Okay. Now we take and discuss some other important theorem related to parallelogram. Let's see. The next theorem is, this is very important. This is also very important theorem of your NCERT book. The theorem is the diagonals of a parallelogram. The diagonals of a parallelogram bisects each other. Bisect each other. This is a very important theorem related to parallelogram. So let's see what is the process to prove that theorem. Let's see. So first of all, we draw a parallelogram. Let's see. Let's see. This is A, B, C, D is a parallelogram, and we just join its diagonal AC and BD, and let us take the diagonals of ABCD just intersect each other at point O. Okay, so in first of all we write given. In given we just write ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, and we have to show that what the diagonals of a parallelogram bisects each other, means we have to show OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD, means it divides it into two equal parts. Okay, and to prove we have to show that OA is equal to OC as well as OB is equal to OD. OB is equal to OD. Okay, OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. Now in next step we write the construction. What I do in that, we just join AC and BD. Okay, join AC and BD. Join AC and BD. Now what I do, dear friends, now look, we take triangle AOB and COD. Okay, now we write as proof. Since from figure it is clear that AB parallel to CD, and AC and BD as transversal, and AC and BD as transversal. That is angle OAB, angle OAB is equal to angle, that angle is equal to OCD. These are the what? Alternate, take equation number 1. Alternate interior angles. These are the alternate, and similarly angle OBA is equal to angle ODC. Take question 2. These are also the alternate interior angle. These are also the alternate interior angles. Okay, now we take triangle AOCB. Now in triangle AOB and triangle COD, we get what we get. Let's see. And okay, now look, opposite sides you know that of a parallelogram is also equal. So in that way, so angle OAB is equal to angle OCD angle OAB is equal to angle OCD is equal to OCD from 1. This is from 1. AB is equal to CD because the opposite sides of a parallelogram is also equal. AB is equal to CD. These are the opposite sides of a parallelograms are also equal, and angle OB is equal to angle ODC from equation 2. Thus by angle side angle congruence rule, thus by angle side angle triangle OAB is congruent to triangle OCT. Thus by CPCT what? OA is equal to OC. Let's see, OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. Hence proved. Thus, dear students, in this way, we can say that the diagonals of the parallelogram bisects each other. This is a very important theorem related to parallelogram. So please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of theorems. After that, you solve your NCERT questions. Now we take and solve some other very important theorems related to parallelogram of your NCERT exercise. Let's see. Now, dear students, we take and prove some important theorem. Other important theorem of you. Let's see. And your next theorem is, this is very important theorem. Your theorem is prove that the angle bisectors the angle bisectors of a parallelogram form a rectangle. Okay, this is one of the most important theorem related to parallelogram. So what is the theorem? Please concentrate. Here we have to show that the angle bisectors of a parallelogram form a rectangle. So first of all, we draw a parallelogram. A, B, C, D. Okay, and suppose this is the A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. So A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Okay, now what we show that? We have to show that angle bisectors means, let's see. Suppose this is P, Q, R, S. Now first of all we write given. In given we write ABCD is a parallelogram, and we have to show that to prove PQRS is a rectangle. PQRS is a rectangle. Now what is the construction? We draw we draw we draw AP, BP, CR and CS. AP, BP, CR and DR as the angle bisectors. As the angle bisectors. Now, for proving PQRS as a rectangle, if we have to show that each of its angle PQRS, if we have to show that each of its angle is 90 degree, then we can say that this is a rectangle. So for that, let's see proof. Now let's see. Descent from figure, it is clear that AB parallel to CD, okay, AB parallel to CD and AD as a transversal, then the sum of angle A and angle D, angle A plus angle D is 180, because of these are the co-interior angles. These are the what? Co-interior angles. Okay, now we divided both sides by 2, so angle A by 2 plus angle D by 2 is equal to 90. Or we can write half of angle A is what? We take angle 1 and this is take angle 2. So half of angle A is what? We can write angle 1 plus half of angle D, we can write angle 2 is equal to 90 degree. Now we take equation number 1. Because of, dear friends, Q is a bisector of angle A, so that angle is equal to that angle, okay, and PQ also a bisector of angle D, so that angle is equal to that angle. So this is 2, that is 2, this is 1, we take this is also equal to 2, okay. So we have a relation angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 90 degree. Now we take triangle ADQ and we apply the angle sum property of the triangle. Now in triangle ADQ, we have what? Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle AQD. Angle AQD is equal to 180 degree, because of we know that the sum of all interior angles of a triangle is what? 180. So using 1, now using equation 1, this is, we write the value of angle 1 plus angle 2 as 90. So 90 plus angle AQD is equal to 180, that is angle AQD is equal to 180 minus 90 is equal to 90. In this way, dear friend, the value of angle AQD is what? 90. So this angle is equal to this angle also, because these are the vertically opposite angle, that is angle PQR is equal to also 90, because of this is the vertically opposite angles, and we know that the vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. So similarly, let's see here, similarly angle PQR is equal to angle QRS, angle QRS is equal to angle PSR, RSP is equal to angle SPQ, each equal to 90 degree. Thus PQRS is a rectangle. Hence proved. So dear friend, this is the question. This is very important question of your NCERT exercise, proof theorem. So please, in this way you can prove that theorem. So please, dear student, do more and more practices of all the questions which we discussed in that class and also in previous classes, and practice each and every theorem. Now in next class, dear students, we take and solve some important questions and theorem related to the chapter quadrilaterals. Okay, dear students. Now, thanks to all.